So Namaste, this is Dr. Ramasatish giving you a video lecture series at GTTC Bangalore. Today's lecture topic is on parsing JSON and XML. So first let us understand what is the meaning of JSON and XML. JSON, JavaScript Object Notation, which is a popular web service that are used to transfer data from one device to another device, which is very important in NLP data transmission. And we also have another web service called XML, Extended Markup Language. In some authors, they also say it is extensible markup language. So how they are parsed, how they are utilized, how they are used, we will discuss in this particular lecture series. And at the end of the lecture series, we also discuss about how they are implemented using Python coding. So let us get into the details of it. As I said, JSON is a lightweight data interchange format. It is easy to read, easy to write for humans as well as machines. So that's why it is most popular, I said. Very often they are used as web APIs to configure their files. On the screen you can see there are few text written in a box. That is an example of JSON. You have name : Ravi Kumar. So here name is the property and Ravi Kumar is the value. Or in some textbooks they write it, or some authors they say name as the key and Ravi Kumar as the value. Age is the key, 28 is the value. Email is the key and Ravi Kumar at example.com is the value. And you can have skills like this. You can have street, you can have address, you can have city, you can have zip. These are all, example of JSON. How JSON can be represented. This can be represented like this. So easy to read by humans, easy to represent by the humans. Reading, writing, everything easy for humans also, for machines also, it can understand very easily. Similarly, XML also. As I said, it is extensible markup language. Markup language, what is markup language? The language that are written in with the help of tags. Within the tags, if you write. Look at here, person tag open, person tag close at the last line and first line. Look at that. First line, you have person tag open. Last line, you have person tag close. In between, you have written all person information. Name tag open, Ravi Kumar, you have written name tag close. So tag writing, tag based writing, you call it as markup language. This markup language, you can extend it to any number of lines, any kind of data, that you call it as extensible markup language. This is very structured format data representation using tags. And of course, this is also used to store and transfer the data. Of course, it is also used to store and transfer the data. Very commonly, they are used in configurations, web services, and also document representations. So you can see another example of XML there. So the same example that we have used to represent JSON, the same example I have taken it to represent using XML. Now, What is parsing? Parsing is nothing but machine is trying to read the content of that data. It is in JSON format or it is in XML format. If it reads, then that entire process is called parsing. In order to do this parsing in Python, we have a module called a JSON module. And this JSON module is used to parse this Python JSON data. JSON.load, it will go to load the JSON strings into the Python objects. JSON.dumps, there is another function that converts your Python objects to JSON string. So you can see this implementation very shortly. You can see this implementation very shortly. Similarly, XML parsing. XML parsing is nothing but reading the XML data by the machine. How it can read? In Python, if you use xml.etree.elementtree module, it is very easy. So in short, etree I can call it as et.parse. So automatically what happens? The parsing of XML files happens using et.parse. From string, it parses XML string. So you can see that example, and the same example we will show you in the implementation. We'll show you in the implementation. Further, sir, you have told me both JSON and XML. Which one is best? JSON is generally more compact and faster compared to XML parsing. XML is also, it is very verbose, but supports attributes with mixed contents. JSON is always better when you are going with the API. And XML is often used in document representation and in legacy systems. That is, the systems where you are using older versions, version of systems. If you are using, then XML is always better. And again, the choice of choosing either JSON or XML depends on the use case and your compatibility of your application. So that's the thing. And now let us look into the implementation. Let us look into implementation. Demonstrating now parsing of XML and JSON, the implementation using Python code. As soon as I click on this collab page, it will take me to the browser, which I have already opened. It is tab. So the program is also ready. The same code I have explained in my theoretical episode. You can watch that also. So here, for doing parsing on JSON, I need a JSON library. I'm importing that. This is the JSON data, the same data that I have used. And whenever I use this parsing, parse and print the user. So what happens? It loads the JSON strings and stores into a data. And once data is stored, data.get users, all the users are stored into a list, and get last updated, I got the information. And from that, I'm able to get name of the users ID and their hobbies information and their contact information, email information, phone information, everything. So everything is stored in the JSON. You can see it is stored in JSON format like this. You can see it is a JSON format. So it is stored. You can see name, ID, hobbies, contact, email ID, phone number, another person, email ID, phone number, hobbies, everything. So as soon as I run this code, so I get the output. So I get the output telling, oh, this is the username, this is the hobbies, this is my user email ID, this is the phone number, which are taken from JSON object and it is displaying. Similarly, the XML object. XML object parsing, as I said, I make use of XML etree.elementary. So I'm getting this information. I'm storing first XML data into XML data object, and I'm trying to parse it. That means reading each element and displaying each element. So you can see all the elements are parsed and displayed. As soon as I run this code, I get, you can see the book ID, the title of the book, author of the book, price of the book. So that is. So this is also another technique that is used while reading data from XML and JSON. So this reading data, we call it as parsing. And in this particular lecture series, we have discussed how parsing works, parsing of XML work. I hope you have understood the implementation, how each Python code could able to parse JSON data, how Python code used to parse XML data. So the same kind you can use in your projects for implementations. TextTorch, one of the effective tool and Python library that is very much used for performing NLP tasks. TextTorch, actually it is a companion library for PyTorch, designed for NLP tasks, and it provides tools for pre-processing the text data, building the data set, and also handling embeddings. This TextTorch seamlessly integrate with PyTorch models, and you can see the links on the slides where you can download. If you are using CPU based systems, you can use this. If your system is having GPU based, there is some other link. You can go to pytorch.org, you can get that. And once you download, you can type this instruction in your command prompt or torch text by using pip install torch text in command prompt. So it will take a few minutes to install. Once it is installed, so you are able to work with it. And data sets. When we talk about data sets are nothing but the data stored in a particular file. We call it as data sets. They are pre-built. They are pre-built, available along with the package. And these are very much helpful for NLP practical applications. Even it can be used for research also. VivoCob handles mapping between tokens and integer IDs. So that is, I told earlier, whenever tokenization is done, it has to be converted to integers in order to processing it. So VCOB module helps to do that. Next, transformers. Transformers are the one that are mainly used for text processing, like tokenization, normalization. Normalization is nothing but your stemming and lemmatization, which you have understood in the previous episode. If you have not seen the previous episode, kindly visit to our previous episodes and view that. Your GPT is there now. It is also one of the transformers. Sir, GPT, somewhere we heard. That's what, man, Chat GPT. We have worked with Chat GPT, right? The T, last T, indicates it's a transformer. So, the last component is iterators. Iterators makes a group of tasks, and these group of tasks are called batches. And batches of training is given to machine so that it becomes easy for the machine to understand and process further. So if I give you one example workflow of how exactly text torch or torch text work. First, it will load the data set using torch text data set module. So data set module itself, it is having lot of data, and from there it will take the data, tokenize the data, and build the vocabulary. Once vocabulary is built, these vocabularies are converted into numerical IDs. For every text word, it will give an ID or a number. That number plays very important role. It is a very meaningful way it is going to give, and logical way. There is an algorithm running behind. So as you learn more deeper into the NLP, you are going to understand. And this will go into create iterators for model training. And finally, the torch text parent is PyTorch. PyTorch, certainly it becomes very handy, very easy. As you start writing the programs, you love NLP. You start, liking NLP because it is the technology of the day. So, knowingly, unknowingly, every day you are using it. So, that is the thing. And when it comes to advantages of using this torch text, one is reduces the boilerplate code. Boilerplate code in the sense, everything is pre-built, everything is ready. NLP processing becomes very easy. Torch text ensures that there is a consistency between training and inference in the processing. It supports both CPU as well as GPU. GPU means graphical processing units, especially when you are working on projects like image processing, when you are working on projects like video processing, your torch text help a lot, and it is going to work very well with other PyTorch ecosystem libraries. So with this, we will give you some references where you can start exploring the things. Torch text documentation is available in torchtext.org text stable. You can visit to that particular link. And there is one official tutorial is also available for your self-learning. Meanwhile, you can also refer to a textbook by Dilip Rao, NLP with PyTorch, one of the well-known books. So, with this series, we encourage all of you to, read books, do some self-learning, and also become next AI-ready engineers. Thank you from this series of episodes. Thank you for your time and attention.
GTTC,